Good afternoon, Cross Timbers. Today is Wednesday, February 22nd, 2012. This is Texan TV News, a product of the Texan News Service, and I'm Casey Carpenter. In today's headlines, South Korean President says Seoul open to North Korea talks. Ex-Los Angeles teacher pleads not guilty to lewd acts. 11 children removed from Texas home in abuse case. Follow-up on Tarleton's printer changes and sports. In today's top story, Tarleton plans to begin charging 5 cents per copy beginning on June 1st. And today we have SGA member who is Senator for Residential Living and Learning, Austin McCulloch, who is part of the committee that keeps students informed on the price change. What involvement did SGA play in the decisions to charge for printing usage?
Currently, the Student Government Association is proposing a resolution. They're trying to get that within the next 2 weeks before the Senate and the House, and they will present that before the administration, who is in charge of the decision-making that's already been underway. In addition to that, myself as well as 2 other Student Government Association members have been placed on the Publications Committee for the price change in that, and they've just been getting our feedback and things like that. So.
Awesome. What additional information do you have about the printer changes?
If you're looking for additional information, a good place to start is on the Tarleton website under the highlights. There's several different frequently asked questions on there. In addition to some things that most people don't know, a one-sided paper printing charge will be 5 cents and a double-sided will be 8 cents, as well as a colored printing paper one-sided will be 15 and then a double-sided will be 18 cents. So
wow.
It's not just 5 cents per page. It's relevant towards how many pages not only, but also if you print front and back.
Wow. What is your stance on the matter?
I think that charging 5 cents or 8 cents, 15 cents, 18 cents, the very first page whenever you have to go and print off an online syllabus, I think that's kind of a little extreme,
yeah.
Me personally, because since I've been here at Tarleton, a lot of teachers have been, the syllabus is online. We have Blackboard components, a lot more things like that. So your increase in printing has increased over just since the 4 years that I've been here. So I think it is a little extreme to start charging us right off the bat, but I see where they're coming from in charging with that also.
Can you tell us exactly where the money is going for the printers?
As I understand it from the numerous administration that I've talked to, the money that they're starting to charge is to not make profit, it's to cover deficit. So it's not that they're trying to take money just so they can help pay for it. They're actually losing money because all the wasteful printing that's been had. Again, you can see a lot more of this information. There's stuff on the frequently asked questions on the website and things like that. So.
What are the students who are required to bring multiple copies of their assignments to class supposed to do now?
Me, as well as the 2 other Student Government Association members in the meeting, did bring that up because, like I said, we have been increased. Your syllabus is online and things like that. So the thing that they thought about was that teachers are just going to have to become more aware that we are having to print a lot of things, and especially when you have those class assignments where you have to print out a PowerPoint that you made for everybody in class. You may have 40 people in class. That can get really expensive really fast. So they talked about maybe the teacher giving everybody's student email, things like that, or as well as doing it on Blackboard, somehow posting it on Blackboard. That way everybody can get it off of Blackboard as well. So the teachers are going to have to be more aware of we are starting to have to pay for these things.
Awesome. Well, thank you for coming in today. In international news, the AP reports that South Korea's president says Seoul is open to talking with an open heart if North Korea shows a willingness to improve ties. The comments made by Lee Myung-bak, South Korea's president, comes during a tense time between the neighbors. Lee said that North Korea, under new leader Kim Jong-un, is getting a chance to change for a better tomorrow. Lee also says that if North Korea is open to talking with a sincere attitude, Seoul will welcome it and talk with an open heart. In national news, the AP reports a former teacher whose arrest sparked a scandal at an elementary school that led to the replacement of all of its teachers pleaded not guilty Tuesday to committing lewd acts with 23 children in his classroom. Mark Berndt, who is 61, remained jailed on $23 million bail. He was the first teacher arrested on molestation charges in Miramonte Elementary School. Burt was a teacher for more than 30 years at Miramonte. He was arrested in January and charged with committing lewd acts on children as young as age 6. Burt was ordered back to court on March 28th, when a date will be set for his preliminary hearing. In Texas news, the AP reports Texas authorities said Tuesday they removed 11 children from a crowded home where a registered sex offender lives after they found 8 confined in a small, dark bedroom with restraints tying some of them to their beds. Child Protective Services spokeswoman Gwen Carter said along with the children, 10 adults were living in the one-story home in Dayton. Carter said the children ranged from 5 months to 11 years. 3 who were age 5 and older had not been enrolled in school. According to a court document, the children were removed from the home after authorities found 2 2-year-old children tied to a bed during a January visit to the home. 2 of the children had what was pneumonia and were taken to a children's hospital. The case was still under investigation, and Dayton Police Sergeant Doug O'Quinn said officials are looking into criminal charges. In local news, the Stephenville Empire Tribune reports that on Tuesday, the Stephenville ISD Board of Trustees have voted to give the fate of a $24 million bond in the hands of voters. The proposed bond would demolish 2 of the district's oldest buildings, located at the Central and Chamberlain Elementary, and the construction of new facilities on the campuses to house pre-kindergarten through 2nd grade students. Prior to the decision, the board considered adding to $1.5 million in security and surveillance upgrades to the package, but opted to take care of higher priorities. Dozens of community members attended the meeting, and 4 addressed board members directly, with 1 community member addressing issues of special needs. Lacey Gilly said that if she was not born in Stephenville, she would have a difficult time considering Stephenville ISD an option for her son Seth, who depends on a wheelchair. The last day to register to vote for the May 12th election is Thursday, April 12th. Early voting will be held Monday, April 30th through Tuesday, May 8th. In sports, TarletonSports.com, the Tarleton women's basketball team heads to San Angelo to take on the Lady Rams this evening for their final regular season game. It's a big game for the Texans. A win tonight will give them sole possession of their first place in the Lone Star Conference, as well as the #1 seed in the conference tournament. Tip-off is set for 5:30 p.m. from the Junelle Center in San Angelo. A live radio broadcast will be available courtesy of KSTV 93.1 in Stephenville and TarletonSports.com. The weather today will be at a high of 78 degrees and a low of 50 degrees, with a 10% chance of rain. Today's sports are from the AP, Empire Tribune, Tarleton.edu, TarletonSports.com, and Weather.com. Today's pictures are from the AP, Empire Tribune, Tarleton.edu, and TarletonSports.com. Today's broadcast was produced by Ricardo Lerma, Monica Mann, and Will Boshart. The engineer today was Matthew Mills. You can follow us on ustream.tv/user/Texan News Service. Don't forget to tell your friends about us and become a fan of Texan TV News on Facebook. I am Casey Carpenter. Tune in tomorrow for the latest news from Tarleton State University.